straightaway. If he does that, he'll get right by him.
There are 7 cars in that lead draft. There's 2 of them. Wally Dallenbach, number 25 in a Chevrolet, and Mark Martin's Ford, number 6. Martin, winner at Rockingham in the Tour's 2nd event of the year.
Mark Martin is so very, very cautious in the early parts of a race, and he conserves his tires very well. He's running exactly where he wants to right now.
They're separated by about 3 or 4 car lengths. Dallenbach in 6th, Martin in 7th. Tail end of the lead draft. Now look at this next pack. Stephen Park, sophomore driver who had a great qualifying run there with Bill Elliott.
And they've been gradually picking up on Mark Martin, and Rusty Wallace was pretty far back, and he has caught them now. Rusty's running in 10th place.
Let's take a look as he goes through turn 1 here. He's right behind Steve Park, right in front of him, the yellow car there. As they come down the back straightaway, you see the cars are very, very evenly matched down the straightaway. Down in the corner, Bill, right back to the white line. Steve Park is beginning to dance around just a little bit in the back part of his car there.
Why is the car doing that?
Well, he's going in the corner really hard, and Bill Elliott's behind him, and he's driving in a little hard right now, and it's making the back of the car lose a little bit of grip.
So Park runs in 8th, Elliott is 9th. Right with them is Rusty Wallace in 10th and Dale Jarrett in 11th. Back at the front, left side of your screen is Kenny Irwin, and caution has come on the speedway.
And this is the one they talked about sometime after 30 laps. So this is a call to caution by NASCAR to let them come in and take a look at those tires and how the wear is and make any adjustments on those cars they might need to make.
So the entire field will slow to pace car speed. All of the cars that started, 43 of them, are running on the same lap as the race leader. So they'll all come down pit road when the pace car brings them around. Kenny Irwin is your leader. He has led every lap. Terry Labonte in 2nd. In 3rd, Ward Burton. That's a Ford, a Chevy, and a Pontiac in the front 3 spots. Bobby Labonte in 4th. That's another Pontiac. Then Jeff Gordon, Wally Dallenbach in Chevrolets, and the Ford of Mark Martin.
You know, yesterday, Mike, the tire wear was extremely good, and the tires didn't lose a lot of time. You think somebody might come in and just make a chassis adjustment and not take on tires?
Be interesting to see what they will do, but I believe the majority of them might go ahead and take on 4 tires, but someone who wants to lead a lap might do it.
Ned, I think you're right, and the reason is, how, buddy, can you check that tire wear and whether the pressures have changed if you don't take them off the car?
Well, if you're 12th or further back, you need track position to run with the leaders. I would gamble a little bit if I'm back in the pack.
Good point. Ralph Shaheen.
Here comes Kenny Irwin Jr. down pit road. Norman Consumitsu ready with the gas. They're going to make an adjustment to the right track bar on the car. He's been a little loose going in, so they're going to make some adjustments as well as giving him 4 sticker tires to try to get that car handling a little bit better as he goes into the corners. There's the adjustment to the track bar. They come around to the left side to Bill Stevens.
Same deal up here, Ralph. 4 tires, sticker tires for Terry Labonte. They're going to raise the track bar on the number 5, and he's out to Dick Berggren.
Mark Martin is not going to change the chassis at all. Kenny Schrader's going to beat the whole crowd out. No changes to the Mark Martin chassis, but they have changed the air pressure. Many of the teams have had their cars changed as the racetrack is worn in. Let's go to Mike Joy.
Land rush off of pit road. We'll sort out the field for you when we come back. We're under the first caution flag of the day, mandated by NASCAR due to a lack of yesterday practice time. We'll be right back. Tuesday on CBS, a crippled aircraft carrier leaves a flight of planes with no place to land. Who's trying to take out the U.S. Navy? An explosive all-new Jag. Tuesday on CBS. With all those pit stops, the field jumbled up. Ken Schrader, by doing just as Buddy Baker advised, taking on 2 tires, is the new leader of the race. Steve Park's car is stuck in 3rd gear, and Ernie Irvin had lengthy repairs on pit road, as did Jeffrey Bodine and Ricky Craven.
In fact, Craven is coming back in as they get the signal for one more lap, and Jeffrey Bodine coming back in pits as well.
Look at Jeff Gordon's pit stop, and they had to
back up,
roll him back a bit to get him clearance to leave.
Well, when all of the cars come on pit road, as we saw, you predicted that they would, well, then you get that type of situation, and I saw several cars have to back up to get out going, and Gordon came out in 7th position.
Kenny Irwin came in first and came out fifth. Now, again, that's because Ken Schrader and Bill Elliott took only 2 tires. Ward Burton lost those 2 spots for that reason. Bobby Labonte dropped to 9th, and Jeff Gordon 3 spots to 7th. Here's Jeff Bodine coming out of the pits and Steve Park back in. First lap that Ken Schrader has led all year for the Andy Petrie team. He's the new front runner, and they're going to crawl underneath Steve Park's car to see if they can free up that transmission linkage so that it will select high gear.
And it's going to cost him a lap because the cars are coming off of turn 4. Kenny Schrader's going to get the green flag, and Steve Park's still in the pits. That's too bad. He had a good run going here today. Great qualifying effort, but the green flag is out. He goes a lap racing again here in the Texas 500.
Big gainer on those pit stops, Ned. Jeff Burton, he had fallen to 37th. He was running 29th when the caution flag came out. He is now the 8th place car after pit stops.
After taking on 2 tires, I'll guarantee you to move him right up towards the front. Track position is so important when the racing groove is as narrow as it is here.
Second place, Mark Martin slides under Bill Elliott to take it away as they come back up to over 180 miles an hour.
And here's Ward Burton moving around Bill Elliott. Elliott's car may be pushing up a little bit, buddy, in the turns.
Exactly, and he's on that outside groove where nobody's run yet. You can see the grip is just not there as his whole train of cars just go by on the inside.
Terry Labonte and now Jeff Gordon, 24, take advantage of Elliott. And now Bobby Labonte trying to move in. Mark Martin's on the move. Now Ken Schrader also got only 2 tires. Here comes Martin headhunting the lead. He's got it.
And 5 bonus points for leading the lap right now, which is very important to Mark Martin. He's in that points race this year in a big way. But look at, I'm telling you, I can't believe that Ward Burton is running like he is on the outside trying to go by Mark Martin. Just blows him by going down into turn 3.
Ward was a gutsy move.
Ward Burton and crew chief Tommy Baldwin have really clicked as a team for car owner Bill Davis. This is the most successful single car team of the young season, and he is flying. Todd Holbert, whose dad Al, the late IMSA Camel GT champion, is the team engineer for that group. They've got quite a raft of young talent at the track and in the shop. Jeff Burton, 99, Ward's younger brother, was the big gainer on pit stops. Now he moves underneath Bill Elliott.
And Bill Elliott says, if I ever get back in that bottom groove again, I'll never leave it.
Well, buddy, he got back down there just for a moment, going into one turn, and the car just went up on him again, and the cars were right there to take advantage of it and moving back further in the field.
See Dale Jarrett now going on the bottom side, and right behind him Rusty Wallace as they come off turn 2.
That's 10th place that they're battling for side by side. Jarrett on the inside and Bill Elliott on the outside. Rusty Wallace was very fast before this caution came out. He was gaining on the leaders. So we'll see what he's able to do now. He's back in the field. And of course, he was back about to 9th position before the caution came out. Changed for the lead again.
And it's Mark Martin slipping underneath Ward Burton. So Burton got 5 points. Martin goes back to the front, and they switched it up right behind them. They're going to have company. Terry Labonte's racing hard into this picture, number 5.
Yes, he is, and Jeff Gordon coming with him. And Mike, those 2 tire changes did not work as far as speed is concerned. Kenny Schrader is going backwards, and he's already dropped back to the 6th position, 7th position. No further than that now as Dale Jarrett goes by. A lot of others, the 2 tire change just didn't work as far as speed was concerned.
Riding with Jeff Gordon, his teammate Terry Labonte just ahead. Backed out of the corner, and again they hold that low line. Did it surprise you that move Ward Burton made to take the lead on the outside?
Well, he knows Mark Martin races like that. If he sees you with a lot of momentum, he'll just pull over and let you go, because he knows later on in the race if he has a little advantage on you, you'll return the favor.
Ralph Shaheen.
Bobby Labonte has radioed into his crew and said to tell Matt Kenseth to get ready. He is not sure how long he's going to be able to stay in the car. He is starting to feel pretty sore in his back. They did make some adjustments to the car. They took 1 pound of air out of all the tires but the right front, and they put 1 round of wedge in and moved the track bar out a little bit. We're not sure how long he's going to be able to stay in the car, but he's going to gut it out at least until there's a caution if he can, so they have more time, Mike, to make the driver switch.
Well, I I've had a shoulder injury before, guys, and I can tell you one thing. When they jack that car up and drop it down and go run to the other side, your body shifts over in that seat, and it feels like a mule kicked you in the shoulder blades when that happens. It's not a pleasant thing out there. When you're in the best condition you can possibly be in, it's hard to drive these race cars and keep them under control for 500 miles. When you have a problem like a broken shoulder, it is really, really tough to even set up.
There's a tremendous amount of physical exertion required in driving a race car. And if you got a part of your body that's hurt the way that his is now, it has to take a little bit away from you. Even though he's doing a good job out there, he's battling with the pole sitter here right now. Bobby Labonte is doing a great job, but it has to hurt.
He has that broken shoulder, and he's been working with the Carolina Panthers trainer during the week, trying to do some rehabilitation. And I talked to Matt Kenseth this morning, who said he didn't expect to get in the car today. He thought Bobby Labonte felt well enough to go the distance.
Yeah, I talked to some of the crew members down there this morning on his car number 18, and they expected him to go to the distance as well. But they said we won't know till he gets in there and gets in competition how it might affect him.
Well, he's a brave young man, but I'll tell you right now, he's already thinking about how bad it's hurting, and he's just started this 500-mile race. He told Matt Kenseth to get ready. He's ready to get out of there if they have a caution.
46 laps complete. Once again, upper left, those numbers shaded in green are drivers who have moved up a position in the last lap. Drivers shaded in red have dropped a spot or more. And up toward the front, 5th place. And now we watch Mark Martin and Ward Burton go at it here once again for the lead.
And you can see Jeff Gordon make the pass there on his teammate Terry Labonte down the front straightaway as we broke away. You can see that Jeff Gordon is now in 3rd place and moving up, trying to catch Ward Burton down the back straightaway.
Ralph Shaheen.
Tommy Baldwin is a crew chief for Ward Burton. Your boy has been making some pretty stout moves on the outside. How's the setup on this car?
Car's pretty good right now. We're real happy with it. We're going to do some more adjusting on the next stop. Car's a little tight from the center off, but I think we're going to be in good shape with this Caterpillar Pontiac Grand Prix.
Do you think you can stay up there on the outside? Everybody else said they couldn't race up there.
I don't know. I think he's going to try to build a little bit of cushion for later on in the race, but Ward's doing a good job for us this year, and we're going to come in, like I said, make a couple more adjustments, trying to beat that 6 car. We knew he was going to be the car to beat from yesterday's morning practice, and we're just going to try our best.
Dick Berggren?
Well, interesting strategy developing here on pit road vis-a-vis the tires. What's going to be the smart way to go as the race nears its end? Now, the 99 car, Jeff Burton, took just 2. He's running just fine out there. He's hanging right in there with all the leaders. Schrader in the 33 took 2, and he's gone backwards. And I asked his car owner, Andy Petrie, what happened? Was it the tires? He said, I wish I knew. Bill Elliott took 2. He went straight back. Hey, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see when this race unfolds as to what the pit strategy will be. 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires on pit stops. Mike?
Well, that track position getting gained by taking less or no tires worked for a little while. But now, cars that took 4 fresh tires on the pit stop are back at the front of the field.
Yes, it seems to work that way right at the moment. The racetrack is very green right now, and you need as much grip as you can possibly get. You see, what a beautiful shot here. You're looking at our leader, Mark Martin, and just behind him, Ward Burton down the front straightaway. And this is what it looks like. If you were in that race car, folks, that's what it looks like going down into turn 1.
You size that guy up, see if he has a weak point anywhere around the racetrack, and if so, that's where you make your move if you're in position to do so.
Saw a little wheel mark there on the wall. Somebody's already brushed it coming out of 2.
Let's watch how he goes through the corner. Jeff Gordon right on the bottom there. You can see the back of the 22 car there. Ward Burton down just a little bit. Got great run up out of the corner through the dog leg on the front straightaway here. They'll go out towards the wall here. Take a late apex right down to the white line again, and that's going around this racetrack. You can see the preferred line there. The dark part of the racetrack, that is the racing groove right out against the wall coming off turn 2.
52 laps complete here at Texas Motor Speedway. Mark Martin's Ford leads the Pontiac of Ward Burton and the Chevrolets of Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte. We'll be right back to Texas in a moment. Welcome back to Texas. 57 laps complete. Tonight on 60 Minutes, George Lucas, who gave the world Star Wars, gives Leslie Stahl in 60 Minutes an exclusive first look at his latest creation. Tonight on 60 Minutes. Burton leading Ward Burton, who is under pressure from Jeff Gordon and surrenders second place. Let's check with Ken Squire.